Hey guys, what if you could get a business website from start to finish done in the next 10 minutes, professionally written on the domain of your choice, one you don't even own yet? So let's do it. Let's go to website-installer. And let's pick your category. Let's say for the fun of it that you're a chiropractor. I'm just going to choose chiropractor. Okay, and brings me down to the chiropractor section right here. And you can browse through these templates. In every case, you'll see a live demo so that you can see what it looks like live. Okay. And you can scroll on down through it and just see how it acts. It's got videos, it's got click here buttons that go to whatever place. You're going to be able to change the videos and where the buttons point and get all these pages rewritten and update the Google Maps. And like I said, replace the videos all the way through in the next 10 minutes, even though we haven't even bought the domain name yet. And you're going to wind up with pages in your sitemap. See, I'll show you what I mean. See the sitemap link? See how there are pages here for different cities. You're going to wind up with pages for your very own cities, and we'll be able to go through them. They are different pages. So let's talk about what it takes to make this happen. Now, in my case, I'm going to choose the very first template only because, I'll show you. It happens to have the email, the phone, and the address at the top, so we can see this stuff happen in real time. And when we scroll down, we can see the Google map right here. Okay, 12424, it's in Los Angeles. Great, so now that I know that, let me go ahead and go through the motions. I'm going to get the details, okay, which allows me to decide how to fill this out. I'm going to fill this out. Okay, and that gives me my information, basically, name, email, so on. And then down here, company info, real basic, standard information. We're going to select from a drop down. We're going to select our state, select our county. That way we can make absolutely certain that we get the city right so that we can build pages for your surrounding cities without any question. Put in any YouTube videos if you happen to have your own. You can put as many as you want. You could have 100 in here, and it'll cycle through them on the productions, but it'll cycle through yours. So yours will show up all through the website pages. And then the click button URLs. Where do you want people to go if they hit a click here button? So you can cycle through those as well. Decide whether it could be the same link over and over again. You can do that just to sort of stamp in place the idea that you want at least 6 different buttons that exist to all go to that place. Okay, there's 6 buttons, there's 6 videos, spots in the system. So if you do 6 and 6, even if it's the same video in the same link, then you've covered all the spots, right? Nothing left in the way of defaults. Okay, are we going to use an existing domain or buy a new domain? So I'm going to buy a new domain. So we're going to do that search, and I'm going to try something like chirobydave.com, right? I'm going to assume that's not taken yet. All right, it's there, it's available, so I'm just going to add it to the order like so. Okay, so now I'm going to select the subscription option. Either it's a monthly, okay, or it's an annual, okay? And when you go with a monthly or an annual, every time you renew by the month, an annual, that implies that you're renewing by the month anyway. It means that we refresh your contents on your website for you once a month, which is absolutely awesome because it keeps your content fresh in Google's eyes, while your competitors did a set and forget website and they're not coming back to their content often enough. Every month, like clockwork, your web pages are going to be updated so Google sees that you're still there, you're still interested in those pages, those services, and that's really, really good to help your rank stay up. All right, we're going to go through the buying process. All right, it's telling me what it is. By the way, the annual is 2 months free per year if you go with the annual. So it's worth going ahead and doing that. But it's totally up to you. You can do monthly or annual, and you can get as many websites as you want for whatever different purposes. Up here, you can see what the details are. By the way, with the pricing, that includes your domain name renewal by the year. It includes your hosting. There's no other costs involved. This is it. So there you go. And every once in a while, we add new content for you, like a new page that's general purpose for your industry, that'll fit on your website, you know, standard stuff. So it's very cool because it just helps make your website all the stronger and rank even better, and people get around to calling you more often. Our websites are really hot, okay? When we take a look at the details of the sites, we can look at things like HTML validation. We make sure that's taken care of. Page speed maximization, we took care of that. GT metric scores for structure and performance, we took care of those. The content, there's tier 2 and tier 1 content. Tier 1's more expensive, but the content on tier 1 websites isn't just good general purpose content that's going to help fill out interest and get people calling you, but it's audited for front page ranking. So tier 1 websites are even better, but the tier 2s are still great for doing their job. Okay, this is the cheapest way to get the most value into your websites right from the beginning. And okay, it's saying that we're done. Okay, we're going to be able to check it out here in a minute, but before we do that, it's writing 100 fresh pages of content for the new website. Please wait 2 to 3 minutes for the window to close. What's that mean? It looked at your city where your business is located. That's why I did the drop-down boxes. And it is looking at the cities surrounding you. It's actually looking at the cities in your county. And it's producing pages for the various keywords for cities surrounding you. And that way, your website is even stronger still. Okay? So now, I'm curious. Let's see what we got. ChiroByDave.com. And here we go. Now, I want to compare it exactly to what it is that the original site said so that we can see how this acts. You ready? Okay. The original email is chiropractor@localprohq.com. That's this right here. On this, it's support@chirobydave.com, and it works that way. And the mail to, if you hover over it and look down, is correct for that. Okay. Now, if you scroll down, this address box is updated, right? Different than it was before. See that? Okay. That is true. What else? The phone number is mine. The address, city, state, and zip are mine. Okay. And you can tell because when you compare, this one was back in Los Angeles, California with a 310 area code. This one's not. It's an 866 and it's here in Gilman Drive. Now, let's take a look at the next thing. If you hover over this link, it takes you to another page internally on that website. If you hover over our link, it takes you to a page internally on our website. But if you scroll down, let's compare also. This button, okay, goes to another page on our website. But the click here goes to one of my click here destinations on purpose. Notice how the click here is right below the video. And see the wording here? This is exactly talking about the stuff that we care about for the keyword combinations that we were after. So the stuff that was here before is different than what it is for our website. Okay? Now, that's our video. Notice that? It's not their video. If you go to play their video, there it is. But do you know what? That's one of the videos I put in that video
right now,
section.
Bowen therapy.
Okay, yeah, it's talking about Bowen therapy. But there you have it. Now, where their click here button pointed to this other website over here, this Core 360 belt. Like I was saying, you can have those click here buttons point exactly where you want. So I had it point where I want, which isn't particular right now. It's not, we're upgrading the site, but it's one of mine. That's the point. So it'll point to any page you want. Okay, it doesn't have to be the main page, it can be any page. Now, what else can we take a look at? Rewriting, okay? It says, Issaquah Physiotherapy 101 Chiropractic serving Issaquah, Washington. Okay, just the way we set it up. This is Los Angeles Night Chiropractor. Take a look at how it reads. There are lots of reasons that you may pick one organization over another. We are a company that truly cares about our clients, and we go the extra mile to show that level of commitment. Yes, the entire page is like that. See how the next header says one thing, the next header says another thing? Okay. If we go down, we've got different sections, right? Expertise versus reliability, and it goes talking about whatever. See how the clickable link is in an entirely different place than here? There is no footprint that's wrong or that Google sees that means that there's a copy. It's not a copy at all, okay? You might say the images tend to be the same, and the answer is yes, they do, that's true, but the images are uniquely generated by us. Nobody has them. So unlike people who get stock photography where Google sees on hundreds and hundreds of websites, these images are only on a couple of websites, okay? So all the click here buttons go to wherever it is you want, and they all point out whatever it is you want, lead people wherever it is you want them to go, okay? And on, all the way down to the bottom. Now, the next thing I want to show you real quick is going to be the sitemap, okay? We were talking about the 100 pages, right? There are 100 pages here for the various cities around the nation, just big cities for sampling. But if you look at any one of those pages, we're going to open them in new links and take a look at them, okay? It's not just the city that changes, it is the point of the page. The page discusses whatever it needs to discuss, but it's a different approach, it's a different use of the concepts, it's different videos with different headers, and that means that we're saturating around the keyword combinations so that Google sees that the entire website is about A, B, C, and D very, very, very thoroughly in those areas, those keywords times those locations. Same thing's happening with you. Your keywords times your locations, but the pages are literally written differently every single time. They're not copies. And what that means is that your website already starts off with 100 powerful pages that are submitted to Google. They're pinged right away. That means that Google's going to start indexing your website on its own. You don't need to do anything. Your support email will forward the emails to your native email until such time as you feel like logging in, which is done through your console, your dashboard, right here with your webmail details, okay? So you can go to your webmail and log in with your username and your password, and that way you can get to your mail center inside the system, all right? So whenever you start receiving emails at your native email, that's when you know it's time to hook this up and start checking it locally so you can respond locally with your professional email, right? And we also create a zip file in the background of your website so that if you ever make a mistake, we can restore it right away. More, because you're on the monthly, whenever it's like being on a retainer. As we upgrade our websites, if you missed any of those upgrades, we upgrade yours. These websites are not from zip files that are stored at Website Installer. All of these templates, go look up the live website, okay, whatever the live website is, and when you order, it goes to the live website, separates out the industrial admin panel that we use, and it compresses the rest. It installs it to your domain of choice with an admin panel that's easy for you to use, connects all that up. So now you have an admin panel you can log into and make changes to if you want. Just request access from us. We have video training for how to use it. But aside from that, we update your website on our end automatically by retainer. So every time you're making a payment monthly, we rewrite through your pages so they stay unique. And we make sure all the information is great. Every once in a while, we add another page. You got pages in your top menu, all that kind of thing. And it's really awesome. The pages load incredibly fast, even on mobile phones, and that's by design. We are on Amazon Web Servers, and your websites are made with Ajax coding, so they're top of the line. They're written incredibly well, and they're really easy to use. Not only that, but when you get yourself a website, you get a promo code that allows you to get percentage off of new purchases if you want for yourself. And also, if you want, you can offer other people to come and they can use your promo code to get a discount as well. Or you can even raise the price in your promo code if you're bundling in something of your own. And so you want to bundle in a bigger project and you want this to be part of it. Okay? Those of you who have your own website and you want affiliates or resellers to be able to get their own copy of your website, yes, we can take your website and build it in the system and get it ready and put it on a hidden category link. That means nobody sees it except by invitation, okay? And that way there is no category here for your project, but if you know the URL, you can send it to people and they can see one or more templates specific to your company. And that way they can go ahead and make purchases and that can be done at the price you set. This is really powerful stuff. And it's meant to compete head-on with ThemeForest, WordPress, Wix, Joomla, Weebly, you name it. because we have websites that are easily as competitive from a structural point of view as any other websites out there, and we're on servers as powerful as them. And not just that, but we have cheaper for better. How much would it cost you copywriting wise to refresh 5 pages or 10 pages of top quality content, let alone 100 every month, when you can just do it through us automatically simply by being on the simple, cheap retainer that covers everything? Covers the domain name renewal at the end of the year, covers the hosting renewal at the end of the year, covers the content renewal every month, the whole thing. All right. I think you see the value. And by the way, those of you who think about it, you could get one website to be your main website and then get a few more that are like fan websites pointing at your main website, so you can show up more than once on the front page of Google for your keywords. Your ROI definitely increases as you appear more than once for keyword after keyword in your local area, because you have not just one, but maybe 2, 3, 4, 5. You can have a stack of quality websites out there that are pitching you, but they're so different. It's like the illusion of diversity. You can use the same company information or franchisee information or affiliate information or fan information for each way, or independent contractor information. Every time you install one of these websites, you can have it use the same name or different name. You can have it point the same links or affiliate links, so that other people who get these websites that are pointing at you can get credit whenever people are clicking through to the affiliate link on your site or referral link. Okay, I think you understand enough about what's going on. I hope you find this exciting. Can't wait to get your reaction. Get in, get going, get a website. And if you find that there's any hassle or it breaks or something doesn't work out well, our guarantees will give you a second one. You just paid for the domain name, okay? We'll get you a second one free if you actually had trouble. But I don't think you'll have trouble. We're being really, really good about taking care of our clients and making sure to rectify issues, and we want to take care of you. All right?